Okay, so for our project for Of Mice and Men, we decided to do a picture collage, and our collage is really centered around Lenny and his thoughts and actions and the things that he went through throughout the novel and even up to his death at the end of the novel.
Okay, so first right here we have a picture of like the creek side, and that's just like for how Lenny and George like sat around the campfires and like camped out there at night and like had like deep conversations together and everything.
And then this picture right here is the campfire that they sat around, and we decided to put this in here because it's really symbolic to me, because right now it's a burning pile of fire, but later it's going to die out and become a pile of ashes, just like characters that are in the novel are.
And then we have Curly's wife, and that just like reminded me of Lenny as well, because like we all know that like he killed her, and even though he didn't mean to, it's still just like, I think that like him killing her was just like the beginning of the end, just because like that's like when the problem started and when the book like really took off, and that's when like Lenny just like really like, you know.
And then this is a bindle stiff, and we decided to put this in here because Lenny and George and Slim and Candy are all bindle stiffs, and they all are working for their stake and trying to make the best of what they have and trying to live the American dream, even though they usually go and blow it in cat houses.
And then we also have the alfalfa on here, and that's like for the rabbits, because we know that Lenny like liked to tend to rabbits and wanted to, and like he talked about that a lot throughout the novel, so we put that on there to also just like tie in with like things that Lenny liked and everything.
And then here's the rabbit that goes with the alfalfa, and obviously Lenny loved to pet rabbits and pet soft things, and he always had this dream of being on the ranch with George and being able to go out and tend the rabbits and feed them alfalfa. And I just think that's really important to symbolize the dreams.
And like the rabbit, we also have the mice on here, because we know that Lenny like also liked to pet soft things, and mice are also soft, so like we know that he like would try to carry those throughout the story, and George wouldn't let him, but he also like really liked those just because they were another soft thing to pet.
And then down here in the bottom corner, we have a little ranch style house that George and Lenny wanted, and they always wanted something that was kind of old and kind of run down so that they could fix it up and make it their own, and I think that this really portrays that well.
And then down here at the bottom we have the barn, and that's where Lenny killed the puppy, and he also killed Curly's wife, and that was a major part in the story, and like what happened to Lenny leading up to the end. So like I thought that was like good if we tied that in for Lenny.
Okay, and then up here is the pistol that George used to kill Lenny. And this is really symbolic to me because this is the same pistol that Carlson used to shoot Candy's dog. And I just really think it's crazy that just in 3 or 4 days' time, that same pistol has killed 2 things that were once living. And it's just crazy how fast things happen throughout the novel. And then, as well as the pistol, we also have, lastly, the all these different colors. All these different colors of hands sticking up right here, just to show the discrimination and diversity that Steinbeck portrayed throughout the novel.
Okay, and then to wrap it all up, we did like this story like border just to like represent all the dreams that like Steinbeck portrayed throughout the novel, and just like I thought like the story like border would just really like, because like stars, you're like, it's like you wish upon a star, so like there was a lot of dreams that like Lenny and George had together, and so like I just thought that really just like represented that well.
And that's our project. Thank you.